Chinese people love money, and they have a complete set of philosophies on making money and also on spending it. So just how crazy is Chinese people's spending, and how did this love of spending come about? It all started with the Chinese Lunar New Year, a time for rewarding yourself and your family after a year of hard work.
我的天哪.
And for many, it's the only time in the year they can be with family. That's part of the reason why China has the most complete and efficient railway system in the world. People return home to reunite with their families, bringing along with them their yearly savings. Chinese Lunar New Year's Eve is the time when the whole family sits together for their reunion dinner at those classic round tables.
林姑娘，吃啊，吃。可以拿这个吗？这个再往前2块，对对对，没错。
If you choose to have your reunion dinner at home, the chefs in the family will be busy preparing it for days or even weeks in advance. They would choose the best and freshest ingredients in the supermarkets, ignoring the prices. If families can't decide who's going to wash the dishes, then they'll choose to have their reunion dinner at a restaurant. Chinese cuisine is famous for its heavy, oily flavour and soy sauce. That's why Chinese people are paying more attention on the balance between taste and health. And now they're more willing to pay for a more healthy lifestyle. As the saying goes, if you can't control your mouth, you'll just have to move your legs. There are nearly 40 million gym members exercising regularly in nearly 40,000 gyms across China. When night falls, white-collar workers flood into the gyms, changing into their workout kit to burn some calories. After all, you'll stick to working out if you've already paid for it. The May holiday and October holiday are also irresistible times to spend. Chinese have limited paid holidays, so travelling, no matter whether it's domestic or overseas, is always a priority. Now that I'm here is the philosophy many Chinese tourists take. Besides luxury goods, jewellery and cosmetics, home appliances like electrical cookers, toilet seats, or even big furniture items like sofas are targets for Chinese tourists. Their purchasing and consumption power overseas reached more than $250 billion in 2019, ranking first out of all the countries in the world. Then comes the kids' summer vacations, which many Chinese parents cram with all types of lessons, including hour-long swimming lessons costing nearly 140 yuan, 45-minute piano lessons for 300 kwai, and 2-hour English lessons, also for around 300. Taking them on a day out to watch a show of some kind or going to the park would also set parents back up to 1,000 yuan. And not to mention the very pricey overseas summer camps. And we can't forget Double 11. On the first pre-sale day of Double 11, more than 300 million people tuned in to watch China's most popular live streamers, Li Jiaqi and Via, and bye 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 under those magic words. What started out as a day for single men to buy stuff online to make themselves feel better now has 800 million people with their mobile phones ready in their hands to buy like crazy at the stroke of midnight. In 2020's Double 11 shopping festival, a whopping $74.1 billion was spent on Tmall, Alibaba's prime e-commerce platform. Looking at these scenes, you might wonder, isn't China a developing country? Where do the Chinese get so much money? Aren't they fond of saving money? How can they spend money like this? To answer these questions, first let's take a look at the figures. In 2020, China's GDP exceeded 100 trillion yuan for the first time since the country was founded in 1949. The national per capita disposable income for Chinese residents reached 32,189 yuan, double what it was even 10 years ago. China successfully alleviated poverty last year, and its next target is to push the national per capita GDP to 194,000 yuan by 2035. So it might be easier to answer why more and more Chinese people are loving to spend. The traditional Chinese concept, family, is still the key there. People are still striving to provide a better life and future for their families and their children. More importantly, the future is full of hope, and life has never been better.